St. James, a cousin of the Lord, Bishop of Jerusalem, writes as a true Jew, short, pithy, staccato gems of wisdom and counsel, proverbial punch lines. And we can take one punchline with us as we enter into ordinary time, for time was never ever ordinary, but every second was unique in eternity and will never be repeated, but will go on with its everlasting history writ large on the book of life. We are warned through the pen of this wise writer not to take tomorrow for granted, for one does not know the day will bring. Most you should say is, if it is the Lord's will, we shall still be alive to do this or that. This in answer to those who say, tomorrow and tomorrow we will do this and that. And do we not all do it, if we're honest? There is an ancient custom of adding 2 letters DV after some programming of events. Deo volente, God willing. Often this expression is still heard. It is still fairly common, for instance, in making announcements in evangelical circles, God willing. But it is a bottom line of all. We only have right now, the right now of the present second, in our hands. Tomorrow never was, and never will be. For when it will be today, and therefore today is the tomorrow of yesterday, and the only moment that ever was and shall be. For we have this in common with all the inhabitants of the cosmos, that we travel through the intersection between now and then, in this almighty second, which we call the now. I remember standing as a novice at a tomb in Glendalough, the ancient monastic settlement founded by St. Kevin, south of Dublin. And there was a grave there with simply 2 words, 2 strong Latin words, pre-Christian in origin, no doubt, but they contain it all. For wisdom we hand on from one generation to the next, and all wisdom is his, and therefore even pre-Christian wisdom is still that of the Logos, discovered somehow. The words were, Siste, Viator, stand still, traveller. Indeed, a simple cross was there, over a pause, where someone had to stand still. Death is a stillness in movement, but the movement starts there too, only after that point we see it not. On the bell of the chiming clock, that is the huge monastic clock over the cloister garth at Selignac, where I was formed, there were words inscribed. Bells would often be dedicated at their making, chrismated even, and the inscription on this particular bell of the large clock which ruled the cloister was, Quid clamabo? What shall I cry? And the answer too was given, Omnis caro fenum. All flesh is grass, literally hay. And underneath it were the crosses of our brethren, as forgotten in death as they are in life, for the Carthusians had no name or date or marking on the simple black cross. Only God saw, only God knew. But there, on those crosses, there was a message of peace, and indeed, as Churchill would have said, final victory. With the use of these moments, they conquered all eternity. We can do the same, or blotch it up. Every second, 2 souls roughly go into the beyond, and very few of them, it would seem, have really prepared that moment. And yet it's the only moment that counts, because then, if we're not ready, there are no more moments. An American once said, "We're a long time dead." And so, if we're dead a long time, it's important while we have a moment to actually think. And as that cross had it at Glendalough, pause, for we are on a journey. It is the journey over which no traveller returns. It may